Hello and welcome back. Well, first off, I have to apologize for missing one stage from the main story. For some reason, the bike scene, the bike stage, was missing from the video. I have no idea how that happened, but I will play that scene right here, right now. And after that, we can go on the harder stages, or should I say, on the hidden stages. So, 10-10. This is how we start. It will be really interesting, and overall, this they truly did it this time. Kuro Games truly did achieve what I personally didn't expect from them. In a positive way, of course. I was truly impressed by Chapter 10. It is indeed really well made, really well done. The story is on point. The music is just perfect, as you will hear here. I think I will replay the stages with the music only. What does that mean? Well, it means that I will pretty much replay the entire thing with the music, just with the music boosted, nothing else. You will not hear me talking or anything. It will be just with music and of course with gameplay. And I'll make sure to boost up the music to the highest possible quality, so that you can pretty much use headphones and to experience the highest possible bitrate that I can give. And well, that's one of my plans for the future, since I will not lie, this music is amazing. So far, it really boosts up overall the gameplay performance, which is really funny, and I personally love it. And well, of course, this entire story takes place from the perspective of these people that live here in this palace, from perspective of Sofia pretty much. And I'm pretty curious to see what the future can give us. Also really interested if we will see Sofia in chapter 11, chapter 12. We already have some rumors about Rosetta being released soon. That's definitely gonna happen. We also have rumors about one of the Gauntlet characters, martial artist characters, that will be released. Probably maybe next update or in 2 updates. It depends, pretty much. We will see. And also regarding, we still have to play the secret story of Sofia. Well, here we are. Holy shit! This stage just is amazing. Good job, Kuro. Definitely something that we haven't seen in ARPGs on mobile. So we pretty much, like I said, on the sideway, on the highway, on the side from the side of the track, we're catching up with the train, and so Lucy over here she is pretty much driving way too fast. Thankfully there is no police to, punish her. Although no one can catch her anyway, so that's funny. And you see that thing? Like, you see these red rings? Yeah, those are the legs of the main enemy, of the huge blob-like looking fucker that we're about to take out. And yep, our mission will be to take those legs out. But first we have to dodge all these barriers, which are conveniently placed. Although I gotta say this is really interesting overall, and the music, of course. Like, this will be one of those stages where I will boost up the music to the maximum, and where you will pretty much enjoy the overall gameplay of it. Well, we are catching up with the thing over there. And also, by the way, this is not a cutscene. This is all engine rendered in real time. Something that other games have yet to achieve on mobile. Okay, we have locked on the leg. You need to dodge these balls. Those balls, even they will shoot you still. Like, that mech over there has so many weapons. That thing is just a huge weapons platform. Well, one leg down. 2 more to go. We can also use her ultimate to cancel out any damage that's coming from them. And another one. There we go. There we go. That's one shot, one kill. Nice. Alright. Last flag that's left to be destroyed over there. Okay, that's nice, nice. Doing a good job. And final ultimate, and legs are dead. Nice. Alright, well, that was really interesting. Like, the overall intro was absolutely amazing. They know what they're doing, definitely. They're not kidding around. They're not fucking around anymore. Alright, well, those were the stages, and now on to the hidden ones. And well, as you can see, I'd already played it, but I'll replay it. And well, let's go and let's do it. Alright, well, this will be my team. And overall, as you could have seen, the overall story design so far all have been unique. No recycling at all so far. What does that mean when I say recycling? Well, pretty much they didn't take the previous stages and put them into the story, which is alright. I mean, I personally like to have stuff unique each time. Adds to the experience. I'm really glad that the developers listened to us, and we will see what they will do. It will be really interesting to see where the story overall goes in the next chapter. Personally, I don't know what to expect from. Well, it depends on the developers themselves. I also expect some really good swimsuits, some really good events. And well, we all know that has to happen. It will happen. It just has to happen. It is part of these types of games. Like, it just has to. I will be disappointed if they actually don't make swimsuit events for this game in this current session of summer. That will be in a couple months. I still have time, but I have high hopes for it, honestly. And I don't know about the music, but hopefully you can hear the music just well. I will try to. That's why I tempered with the settings. In one of the few stages that I'll be playing, I'll probably just disable all audio. I'll just leave the music there. Maybe I forgot what I was actually doing. That was kinda funny. But I personally found that I enjoy the game a lot more when I listen to the game's official soundtrack, which is really interesting. I personally was never much of a fan of game soundtracks. Well, we have also, well, not in general, but pretty much there are also exceptions. But I pretty much didn't pay much attention to the soundtracks. In this game, I just cannot listen. I just can't stand not to listen to the soundtrack. The soundtrack in this game is amazing. On spot, definitely well made, and definitely really suits the game and the gameplay. And like I said before, the music is a big part of the game. Pretty much you play according to the music you listen to. What does that mean? Well, the music actually improves your performance, which is in my case a fact. I play a lot better with this music on than without it. Really funny, but yeah, good music definitely suits up to the gameplay, like a rhythm game. Once you catch the rhythm, the matching of the rhythms in the rhythm game gets easier. Pretty much same goes to combat in this game with its music, which is really good. And Narwhal is also very good, and I listen to that like every day pretty much. I have to listen to Narwhal. That soundtrack is also amazing, even though the music in Narwhal was kinda silent. I didn't notice it until I googled it until I searched on it on YouTube and actually found it. That was also really interesting and really good. No, just listen to this. Yeah, sounds good, right? Well, while we wait for the game to finish loading, which it will in a couple of seconds. That's my internet, by the way. My internet, my internet sucks extremely well. Yeah, my internet is good at sucking, pretty much, because it's absolute shite. Okay, let's see, we have... well, I kinda like how they changed the scenery a little bit, they changed the atmosphere. Goes to the creepy factors, honestly. Sometimes this game can be creepy. Remember one of the first stages when one of the bosses was creepy as fuck? Yeah, I definitely I definitely remember that really good. Alright, sorry for the weird cut, but I'm now back. Kinda was multitasking. But now now it's all good. Alright, well, like I said, this game has the creepy factor in it sometimes. Creepy factor, if you remember one of the first stages when that creepy ass boss was crawling left and right. People with arachnophobia will definitely have some problems with this game, since those mechas kind of resemble spiders in the way of their moving. Those legs represent spider legs pretty much, the way they're designed, even though they have only 4 legs, not 8. But yeah, those enemies can be called creepy crawlers, definitely. And besides that, let's not forget, they explode. When you kill them, they explode. They pretty much self-destruct, which is interesting and at the same time kinda creepy. So it depends. And also, since we're speaking about spiders a little bit, their main body, the white thing that you see, the white ball in their middle, pretty much kind of resembles an egg from which the spiders hatch, pretty much. I forgot what exact species of spiders. We have them here where I live, and I see them pretty much every year. And they make these balls, and inside those balls you have lots of little spiders. And when their time is to hatch, they hatch. And I'm just saying, they represent that. So I will be really, I will not be surprised if in the future they make some mob that pretty much once you kill him, that he spawns like 10 smaller mobs. Yeah, that would be. I'm just saying, like, that can be fucking creepy. And holy shit, I got thrown across the map. My god, like, Sofia probably so light that when that spider exploded, he threw her across the map. Jesus, that's kind of funny. And also, would be also really good if they added, like, what do they call it? If they add fall damage. If they had fall damage, that would be, like, I would be dead now, since with that force, if she hit the wall at that speed, I mean, she would be broken. Well, one stage less, we're progressing towards the other stages that we have. And honestly, this chapter kinda felt short. I think the chapter 9 was actually kinda longer, if I remember correctly, or it was around the same length. I'm not kinda sure, but I think I spent 1 hour and 40 minutes on chapter 9, while I spent 50 minutes, well, almost an hour for chapter 10. I mean, it's okay. I enjoyed the super long chapter 9 though, and of course, chapter 9 had also its own story, and also, so far, every chapter has its own, like, unique touch to it. Chapter 9 had pretty much the space scene near the end. Of course, it got changed, I think. It's not the same as it is now, but it had that unique feel to it. Also, you had that grand scale map. You had the way of the puzzles that we have during the middle stages, where you were walking on those huge platforms that were moving. That also was unique. Chapter 8, if I remember correctly, that was about Rosetta, Lucia, and Narl, pretty much. Also, that was really well made. It was unique because that's one of the first stages where we actually could see what Kuro was actually capable of doing, map-wise, stage-wise. That's one of those stages or those maps where we see the huge Narl submarine, and when we fight on top of it, it also has some interesting mechanics to it, which all stages, all chapters, the newer ones, have pretty much unique touches to it. Like chapter 1 to 8 was pretty much a rough story. Chapter 9 and above, chapter 8 and above was everything was unique about them, and that's definitely a good step into the future. Now, I'm just saying, this game in the future will probably be around 10 to 15 gigabytes. The game is still in its early stages, still classified as a open beta, or should I say open beta release, or fresh release, soft launch, and of course more will be added. Like you see, so far the monthly updates have been extraordinarily well made, to the point where we will see how this will change the scene in ARPG in 2020. I definitely can tell that other games will try to compete, but so far, honestly, graphically speaking, overall performance speaking, mechanically speaking, this game so far has, I think, no real competitors to it, in the forms of what I just said. There's just this is the first game of its kind in terms of anime graphics that we have in mobile so far, which is good. Which that means other games will try to compete, and other games will also try to improve, and that's where we will experience a evolution over here. Evolution in terms of graphics, gameplay, story, characters, and so on and so forth. Of course, I included chapter design and stuff like that, because you have to push the limits in order for everyone to start to follow you, because people will follow. Alright, and of course, so far, overall speaking, the Eternal Engine update definitely boosted up the game a lot. It changed the game so much in the good, towards the good, that I have high hopes for this company and for their game. We will see what they can do in the next. We will see what they will do in the next story chapter, in chapter 11. Like I said, we speculate Rosetta, we speculate a gauntlet user or a martial artist. And well, let's hope that the developers will stay to be creative, and let's hope that they will surprise us with something, like they surprised us with this thing over here. Like this boss, this boss right here, is what I would call a game changer so far. Game changer in forms of, it's not too difficult to fight, but the overall its grand scale and overall the potential that this boss can do is a game changer, since you have this boss which is of that magnitude, that size. Now you just need to pretty much implement more mechanics for it, and you get something that is truly wonderful. Now it depends from person to person, and of course we will see how they will turn. I personally have high hopes for them, since this update blew me away kind of. I expected it to be good. I didn't expect for it to be this good. I learned my lesson from No Man's Sky and from other overhyped games, which I will not mention, but there are also other overhyped games that people were so excited for, and when they actually got released, they got semi-disappointed because of the hype. Well, I personally didn't honestly expect a lot from them. I expected much, but I didn't expect this level of awesomeness that they gave us so far, and I enjoyed. Being pleasantly surprised is always a good thing. And as you can see, these fucking spider mobs. One of the spiders, which also live here, pretty much make the same stance with their legs when they're trying to defend themselves. Yep, this thing is definitely a creepy ass spider, so good luck with those with arachnophobia. Thankfully, I am not one of them. I love spiders pretty much. Yeah, I know that sounded weird as fuck, but it's true. I love spiders in terms of those creatures are absolutely amazing when you actually look into their biology and when you actually look at what they're capable of and when you actually look what they're doing. That's some that's some really amazing stuff that they can produce. For example, their silk. If humans were able to produce a material, for example, a metal, as mobile and flexible and strong as spider web, we would be able to create a lift towards space, pretty much like a space lift from the surface to the atmosphere, because the centrifugal forces will pretty much do a lot of stress on that structure that will be rotating, and also it will do some stress because of the gravity. Well, that kind of material will pretty much make something like that possible. Well, it will make something like that possible. And so far, humans haven't been able to produce a metal that is pretty much in property similar to spider silk, because we still haven't advanced enough. But that's just one interesting little fact about those creepy crawlers. Well, two more stages are left, and well, we will see how the stages will go. I mean, I already kind of know what happens. It is a good story, though. Not get me wrong. We get to see the story from both perspectives, from both of our Grey Raven squad perspective and from Sophia's perspective. Again, I leave the translations to the professionals. All right. I am not a professional translator, even though I do understand something, but other people are just better than me at it, so I will leave that to them. And well, let's keep on going. Now, at first, I thought that the thing in the background was our ship that we used to land with. Well, turns out it's not. That's a cannon. And also one of my mistakes, at first I thought that the palace was inside of the train. Well, turns out it's not. It's pretty much on the other end, which kind of sucks since I expected to see how it actually looked. Like the palace from the inside looks amazing. I was interested to see how it actually looks from the outside. And well, maybe in the future we will see. I mean, there is still so much that the developers can do, and also I've heard that they were also already preparing for the next update, which is pretty hardcore if you ask me. Like, those developers are definitely loyal to the fanbase. So far, we will see if they will keep up with that. I sure hope they will keep up with it, because if not, I'll be honestly, how do you call it? Disappointed, yeah. Alright, and as you can see, so far Sophia is playing pretty damn smooth. Like, this girl dominates so far. A really amazing character, I will not lie. Like, so far, she has been dumpstering everyone. Really smooth mobile gameplay. Weapons we can use from other characters, pretty much we already have that. Let's see, and there's the ball, okay. Well, they're fighting the ball. Wait, they're fighting over there. Can we like hack the weapon? The turret, and like use the turret to blow it out? I mean, just a idea. That would be fucking amazing, I won't lie. If we could actually use the damn turret to blow that boss into bits and pieces. Well, on to the last one. No, just honestly, they could make something like that where we control a big turret in order to shoot something. That's actually interesting. That's actually very, very interesting. We actually can expect something like that from them. We will see. I mean, the tunnel area pretty much was amazing. More amazing that it actually runs 60 frames per second. That's more impressive to me. That it was actually running smooth. I would try some things out with my older phone, even though I know that one of my phones over here is kinda on the weak side, but that's alright. Pretty much, it's ancient in terms of literal age, and I'll try to see what I can do about that. The phone that you can see me here playing runs the game smooth, but I kind of miss the good old days when I used my S6 Edge for gaming. Like those days were I think I enjoyed them a lot. Phone is running on a custom OS, so definitely I'll definitely have to test that out. New kernel, new operating system, new everything, and so far it works pretty good. Alright, let's see, let's dumpster these enemies, and we have to defend Liv while she is doing something over there. Well, alright, I should just listen to the music and enjoy the show, since I can tell you I will pretty much play the entire thing with only the music, because the game deserves to be recognized for its music, and good job to the studio who created the music. Like, I sure expect them to keep up with it, and we will see how they will do that when the time arrives in the next update. Definitely, I'm honestly definitely expecting some swimsuits, like for real. We have them in Honkai, we have them in other games, we will have them here definitely. It's part of the tradition, trust me. It just has to happen. It's part of the tradition. And Huro will definitely, like, I watched some live streams that they did. They pretty much fucking crush dressed. Like, they are some really interesting people, so I can definitely expect some loot from them. And also, let's not forget, they made Ayla the thickest girl mobile gaming has ever seen. Thickest 3D mobile anime girl that we have ever seen. And oh boy, I'm just saying, people will kill to have her swimsuit. Trust me, I know some hardcore people that will actually do that for that. Oh man. Alright, and also, I'm still quarantined. Yay, still locked, still like martial law here. Wonderful, isn't it? Well, summer's coming soon, so hopefully it will change. Alright. Ooh, that was a reflex evasion. Nice. Pretty much dominating over here. Well, hopefully that you enjoyed this little extra story, this little hard stage. I definitely had fun playing it. Honestly, I enjoy this game a lot lately. There of course have to be some problems fixed. For example, the fucking stamina. It uses way too much. Everyone can agree to that. 30 stamina per stage, divide that by 190 or 160, so that pretty much you get to play a couple stages before you run out of stamina. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And well, yeah, I think this was the last stage. Unfortunately, was fun, is fun. I definitely encourage everyone to pretty much try this game out. The login process can be a pain in the ass, that's true, but our Discord server has also some fantastic people who can help you with that. If you want the link to the Discord, hit me up in the comment section. I'll give you the link without a second wasted. And well, so far, we will see what the game will bring. Expect the global release maybe around December or something, maybe in 2021. I don't know, because of this entire thing that happened in the world. It got kind of delayed. But anyway, with that being said, hope you enjoyed. This was the hard part, the hidden stage. And well, with that being said, I'll return next time with more events. Take care, and I love you. それとも指揮官殿が私の信仰の対象になりたいのですか